This is HR. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Nexans show. My name's Akash, and I got my friend here, Sajid, and we're going to be doing a viewing of the brand new Disney Plus show, Marvel show, Loki. We're super psyched. This is season 1, episode 1, and you excited, Sajid?
I'm very excited. We watched the trailer. We have a reaction for that one in our channel as well, so go check that out. I had a bit of trouble uploading it, so I had to upload a couple of times to make it work. But it exists in our channel now, so super excited. I had no idea what it was about until I watched the trailer. It looks like a mix between like Doctor Who and the Umbrella Academy. A lot of different things, really, but Marvel flavor mixed in. And we are both big fan of MCU. And we also have plans on doing a lot of MCU movie reviews, retrospect and all of that stuff going forward as well. So if you like those kind of contents, be sure to subscribe and check out our other videos on MCU. But other than that, I don't have really anything else to say. I have absolutely no idea what this show is about. Well, I got some ideas since we both watched MCU, but in generally, no idea what this is about at all. So pretty excited.
Yeah. It's going to be like a whole new frontier, so I'm super excited about that. Yep. Also learning more about Loki, which is cool. He's a really cool character we don't know too much about, so pumped.
Yeah, I'm guessing we are getting into like different time series and multiple universes and so on, so that's like a completely new door open in the MCU.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we thought was going to happen with WandaVision. Didn't really happen.
That's true.
But that's a different discussion.
Yeah, it's expanding like how many possibilities we can have for plots. So it's going to be sweet. Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm ready to jump in if you are.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the scene from Endgame, right?
What do you think?
When they went back. Right. Yeah. But this is originally from the original Avengers, right?
Right. But this is a different timeline one where Loki is not captured.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Nice. Yeah, there it is. Also, I found it hilarious that nobody understood that. Nobody caught that.
Yeah. Nice.
That was awesome.
That's scene from... not this one.
Oh, let's see the intro. What's it gonna be?
Different
Classic.
music.
Yeah, different music.
It's like a slow hum of the Avengers theme.
That's true.
I see a lot of Infinity War and Endgame pictures.
It's true.
Nice. Green.
Wow. It's very sad. Like, almost a little eerie.
Yeah. What? The subtitle was mind-blowing? What the fuck?
Was it wind-blowing or mind-blowing?
Was it wind-blowing? I
think
read
so.
mind-blowing for some reason.
That's funny.
It would have been great if it was mind-blowing, the subtitle.
Gobi Desert.
Mongolia.
Huh. Mongolia.
Looks amazing. Whoa.
It's crazy.
It's very hard to notice, but it's pretty sweet. Same visual from first Iron Man.
That's really true, yeah. Hilarious that his chains broke off, yet they're supposed to hold off like Asgardians, but he survived the fall, but the chains didn't,
Holy shit. That's quite a slow-mo.
They always do this. They always underpower Loki.
Whoa.
Oh, I see.
That sound of mouth flapping. They were moving super fast, that's why he felt that. Whoa, they reset the timeline?
Yeah.
So the entire universe disappears from that timeline?
It's a very curious thing. I have no idea how they do that. Also, how is she holding the Tesseract in her hand? People died from doing that, right?
I think they are outside a particular universe. The Infinity Stone only works in a particular universe, Huh.
Is there a page for everything he said?
Every
He
paper.
only signed one. Yeah.
This is fascinating. Is that his passport photo? I'm guessing that's another Loki.
I like that people are called Minutemen. That poster on the back that says behave.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's my job to catch you up before you stand trial for your crimes.
Ah, here we go, exposition.
There was a vast multiversal war created a Nexus event, which
Hey, look at that.
Hey,
could branch off
welcome to our show.
into another multiversal war.
Huh.
Now that your actions have left you
Wow, that's a lot of information right there.
Yeah,
Multiverse Commission.
that's fantastic.
Ah. Delete them. Wow.
Wow, this is already leagues better than Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I know you're a big fan.
Is that two intros? The Marvel one and the Loki one, though?
Looks like it.
It's funny.
X in Province 1549.
The hunter and his miners when they arrive.
We're gonna hear our soul name quite a bit.
Is that supposed to be in a church?
Looks like it. That looks like a demon. Mephisto theory is on the books again.
Also, that kid didn't understand English, so why did you speak English to him? Also, this kid should be absolutely baffled by the technology he just handed him.
Yeah.
That should seem like a dream.
I think for an adult it might be the case, but for a kid, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm really loving this. It's so fun.
Now his name is Laufeyson. That's interesting.
Pantomime.
You speak of time criminals. Name them for you.
We're not here to talk about the Avengers.
To gods.
I'm sorry, but they're quite busy.
You already said not guilty.
Guilty.
Wow, look at the CD behind.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a bit Star Warsy.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Wow, yeah. It's incredible.
This thing exists in MCU.
Department. That department will help you burn.
Oh.
Surprised Asgardians didn't actually know about this.
Yeah, Asgardians in and itself seems very insignificant compared to these people.
Exactly,
It
yeah.
does feel like it. How have I never heard of you until now?
Yeah, there's a question.
I feel like Loki could steal that little thing that, you know,
Go on, have a seat.
I feel like
Yeah.
that should just be something in their heads that they can use or something. Something quicker.
Yeah, they did need to take some action, like Thanos needed to, you know,
Exactly.
put on his fist to do things.
I got a set of questions for you. You answer them honestly, and then maybe
Kill the
claim my
Avengers.
throne.
Ah,
You want to be king?
sounds like a therapy.
Was the song of freedom.
Ha!
That one go.
Tell that to
For
Americans.
nearly every living thing.
Yeah, I'm smart. I know. Okay.
Sounds like a sarcasm. The technology is ancient, but super modern. Looks like New York.
No. And I remember I was there. Anything else?
You sure do lose a lot.
That's what I was
I didn't say
thinking.
it's in your nature.
You know, things didn't turn out so.
Ah, yeah.
Enjoy hurting people?
Well, we did
Making
live.
them feel small?
Mischievous scamp.
This is one of my favorites.
Aw, this is from the trailer. I thought it'd be a cooler story behind this. Well, then why'd you hand her the note?
When did this happen?
I don't know.
I fail to see how this has any re-
We are.
You're not. My choices are my own.
Think of it as comforting.
That is quite
It's
interesting.
absurd.
It's from the Dark World.
And then the Dark Elves attack
Yeah.
the palace and
Dude, Fergo was so cool. She like actually fought I forgot the name of like the monsters that came, but
Cross
yeah, something I don't remember.
Curse.
It has to. The TVA
Huh.
makes sure of it.
Does it loop?
Why don't you tell me, do you enjoy hurting people?
I don't believe
Do
you.
you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother?
That was close.
Yeah, that was real close. They're definitely getting to something here.
Furniture.
What are you doing?
My job.
I would not be surprised if you already took that
We have a situation.
Yeah, I know, right?
clicker.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
And I would also not be surprised if you did that on purpose.
Getting good.
Yeah.
Spirited.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Not very surprising. Prune on site.
Looks fake.
Or it doesn't work. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Other time it's stone.
That's so funny.
Some of the guys use them as paperweights.
Probably really disheartening
Yeah.
to find.
I actually really wanted to see the Infinity Stones in other universes, kind of thing.
I guess this is where he realizes that this place is like just above everything.
Yeah.
Not forgive you.
Oh, at least he still has Tesseract. I'm surprised he can learn to teleport almost immediately using that clicker.
I think it seems like a fairly simple switch, right? You go back and forth in your time. Or you just back, maybe?
Ah, from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I don't know if this aired right after the first Avengers, nobody would probably believe these emotions.
So he's seeing the future right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. He sees his death. Oh, what if we keep fast forwards and he's actually alive? That'd be awesome.
Oh, he saw the Thanos getting all the stones.
Yeah.
He was talking to Thanos for all this.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, Thanos gave him that, right? Tesseract.
That's true.
This was the plan, so now he knows.
Yeah. That's crazy. You get to see how you die.
Damn. I think he will also see Thor trying to avenge him.
That's true.
Oh man, they are not showing the greatest thing Thor has ever done. Oh, that's his entire life.
Yeah. End of file. Nice. Hey, that we confirm that he's actually dead then.
Yeah. Now he is after the ultimate power.
See, I find it very impressive that he did all that. Because that is not... How do you know to control that thing?
Yeah. I mean, Loki's Loki.
Yeah, I guess I'll give him that. A little unrealistic, though.
Hilarious.
Part, so there was nothing I could have done.
This is HR.
Hey, there you are.
I'm guessing you can only control the people who have the collars on, right?
Makes sense, yeah.
He's calling himself weak. That's probably the first.
Yeah, true.
I initially thought that was the case.
Mm. Hey, Oklahoma.
So there is another Loki running around.
Yeah. Looks like a Jedi.
Yeah. It's Luke.
It's Luke Skywalker. Yeah. What?
Okay.
Wow.
Quite an episode.
Yeah, wait, let's see if there's any...
After credit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. Alright, that was really cool. You want to
Yeah.
go first? Tell me what you think.
I think it's a great first episode. It's it's probably a bit better than I even anticipated, you know. And this does have a lot of things that are similar to other shows, like I don't know if you have watched the Umbrella Academy.
No.
It's got similar themes, but being able to see that the world outside the current MCU is fantastic.
That's true. Yeah.
And this is how I'm guessing they are going to introduce a bigger threat than the Infinity Stones, because that was the entire arc of the first phase of MCU, right? Like the Infinity Stone, this big bad thing.
Yeah.
That if Thanos gets, then it's gonna be trouble.
Yeah.
Now we see them as nothing more than paperweights in the current version of MCU.
Yeah. It's actually interesting. I feel like this isn't. I feel like it's not a bigger threat.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a different threat, at least to me. Because they basically said, like, yeah, the Time Authority is above, like, a lot of basically the scale that they are working on. But it's also, they don't really care about what you're doing there as long as you're just within your own timeline. Like, if Thanos was supposed to murder everyone, that's fine. Like, they don't really care as long as he just stays in his own timeline. But,
yeah.
So for that reason, I feel like it's not as big of one, because they're like a different kind. They're just like they don't really care. They're what is it called? Like a third party that doesn't really, So I feel like it's a different one, which is really cool because they remove themselves from, hey, like, how do we find someone that's even more powerful than Thanos? It's not that. Right. It's more about, like, how do we find a different problem that they can solve, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think they hinted, like, what is the next big problem. Like you mentioned, it may not be, worse or bigger than the last problem, where in this one they said that at some point in the past there was a gigantic time war that almost destroyed everything in existence. So I'm guessing that is the foreshadowing to what is about to come. Multiple times, just everything is gonna collide into some gigantic war a couple of phases down the road that they have to fix,
That would be sick. Nice.
And only the people in the show that we see are aware of that situation.
Yeah.
Including Loki, who might be the only person who can communicate to the actual Avengers and people that actually can solve this.
Yeah.
And also, one thing that got me really curious about this is that, so in Marvel, in comics, right? So you have multiple Earth.
Yeah.
The Earth in the Marvel comics is Earth 616.
Okay.
And it was said that the Earth in MCU is, I think it's like 19,999 or 1 and 5 nines or whatever.
Okay.
So there are multiple Earth that exist, and the MCU Earth is part of one of them in the Marvel world. Right. Even the Into the Spider-Verse Earth is a separate universe, and we see that Into the Spider-Verse there are multiple Earth Spider-Man that come into a single place, right? So, and in this particular show, it seems like they are trying to protect only a single version of Earth on a single timeline, right?
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it's possible that these people are even controlled by a bigger entity that controls the actual multiverse, and they just think that from wherever this particular version of Earth came into being, that is the only thing that they are protecting. So there could be even, bigger world that exists outside this, just because Marvel exists, comics and other things.
That's a good point. Maybe this is the TVA for this single thread.
Yeah.
This time thread or whatever. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like for this particular time thread that we have, there is this TVA that is only going to protect this particular version of Earth. From this particular version of Earth, if the TVA decides that you can have 2 Earth from this particular thread, it is allowed, but it is all up to them just to look at this one single thread rather than looking at actual multiverse.
That's super interesting. I'm actually also curious about how the other Loki came to be, because he has to be a variant from a different time. So maybe, because we already saw him die. So, like, that means that some other point in his life, he had to become a variant and then escape the Authority somehow multiple times. And also, like, I feel like the Time Authority was so lost on him, like he had no clue who they were.
Yeah.
I feel like he had to have done this like multiple times. He had to have multiple run-ins to figure out how they work in order to avoid them multiple times. So I'm really curious on how that other variant Loki came to be, because that seems like there's a lot of history there, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I could see some twist. I don't know if it is ever gonna be true or whatever, but I could see something like this happening. You know, like during that time period when he had the clicker where and when he could do whatever the hell he wanted with the time and everything, he probably went and did all of that stuff and came back in the end realizing he cannot change anything, and that is why he was crying in the end. It's like, you know, and in the end, it's
I don't know.
It's just like the same Loki, but in 2 different times.
Yeah. Dang, I don't know. That's what's awesome about the show. It's like it's like so much. Literally, we don't know anything about it, and we can guess as we have a little bit of context that's kind of unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pumped. Also, the fact that I thought it was hilarious that he was the guy that like stole a bunch of money, which is like a real thing. I forgot his name, Cooper.
Yeah, D.V. Cooper.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's really funny as well. Yeah, Heimdall was accomplice.
Oh yeah. That's great.
But yeah, it's we don't know why he did that, but it's funny to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty awesome. I can't wait for the next episode. I don't know how many. Is this 7 episodes? I believe Loki.
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be fun to go through this over the weeks.
What do you rate it?
Oh yeah. So when we're watching live, we probably rate it, right? So this one, I think I would rate it. It's a pretty amazing start. Like when I first 10 minutes in, I was like, I wish this had more seasons because I could watch this all day. You know.
Yeah.
I had that feeling.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pilot wise, it sets up every single story thread that we might need to know. Like this is a proper pilot, you know.
Right.
These are the things we had no idea about in the entire MCU history. So setting up all of this stuff and setting up the overarching plot and all that is like phenomenal on this one.
Yeah.
This one is definitely, for me, it's like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's the exact rating I give it. So yeah, 9 out of 10.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to other episodes. I don't know if it'll get better than this, but it's a phenomenal start.
Yeah, it's brand new, something we haven't done. It's setting up possibly kicking off this giant new like frontier for Marvel in general. Super cool. We were opening up Loki. Loki was always like a weird character because he's like bad and also good. You want to like him, you don't like him, you don't know when to trust him and stuff. This is kind of like, okay, screw the whole villain thing. You're not very good at it. Let's have you like be kind of like something, you know, like a more of a hero kind of thing. Yeah, it's great. We kicked it off very well. We know that he's the antagonist, but we don't know how he got there. You know, it's sick, fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might see him. I don't know. The end might be he just stays in this as like a cop or something, and in Doctor Strange 2, Doctor Strange meets Loki as like, what the fuck are you doing here? Because in his 14 million possibility, Loki probably dies in every one of them.
That's true. That's funny.
Great episode.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you guys. That was super fun, super great pilot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll be watching this the same day that the episode comes out, and I'll try to edit this up and post it by Friday, hopefully. And then come back if you'd like to watch more of our videos. Subscribe so that you get the notification, hit that bell icon, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.
See you guys.